Yo, what's good, everybody? So I'm finally back home, and if y'all saw the last video, uh, this is me trying to keep it real. All right, so the title of this video is, I'm saying, the ugly beauty of Japan. Being Orthodox in Japan, or at least it should be the title when I actually upload this, because I haven't, put the title on it yet. Anyway. So I want to talk about, my experience of being in Japan, being Orthodox, the twist that brings, and just the difficulties involved with that. All right, so any of y'all know, any of my Orthodox people, I ask you this question right here: how many of y'all can show your browser history to your priest right now without deleting it or making significant alterations without making significant alterations to it? Is that the right word? I don't know anymore. Anyway, so with me, wouldn't even try to do it. I just give up. But the reason why I bring that up is, when I say the ugly beauty of Japan is, let's be real about it, man. Japan got a lot of stuff revolving around sex here. Like, that's real. I mean, it just do, right? And a lot of other countries do. America got a whole industry behind it. A whole bunch of other countries have larger industries behind it, make a whole bunch of money from it. But, why am I harping on Japan? What's wrong with Japan? One thing about Japan that bothers me, and again, I'm gonna try not to go into too much with this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't want to go too deep. I don't want to cause any issues with people. But one thing is, there's a disconnect I found here, right? I don't advise anybody to do this, but any of y'all that have had the misfortune of going down the path I'm talking about going down, especially here in Japan, there's this weird eeriness with how it's done here. What I mean is that, like in the States or in other countries, there's more of a obvious distinction between those types of materials and real people. For example, in the States, there's this hyper realism. It's overly aggressive and things of that nature. And walking down the street, there's not people like that. People don't actually behave like that. You feel me? In Japan, there's lots of stuff that eerily mimics real life. You know what I'm saying? And I think it can be an issue for people. It can be a stumbling block for people, as we often say in the church, or it can cause people to fall. Now, why am I talking about this? Who cares, right? Well, I care, because as an Orthodox Christian, at least when I try to be, Lord forgive me, there's this concept, there's this truth in Orthodoxy, that is, we are all made in the image of God. All of us, be you Christian or not, we're all made in the image of God, and we take that image and we dirty it up and we scuff it up, but it's still there. You know what I'm saying? It's still there, and that image must be honored, because if we're made in the image of the Most Holy, then that means there's some holiness about us. You know what I'm saying? And that holiness must be honored, I think. And I've been doing a horrible job of that, but God help me, I wants to get better at it. And another reason why I bring it up here is because in Japan, that's not here. That concept is not here. That idea is not here of holiness, of that type of holiness is not here, from what I've found, from what I've experienced. And I want to try, God help me, to preserve that here. You know what I'm saying? And it makes me sad for multiple reasons. It makes me sad because, one, I know what, from perspective of a man, I know what we're capable of. I know the thoughts we're capable of. I know the dark places our minds can go, and the shit can get bad. And you know what I'm talking about. Shit can get really, really bad, really dark. And it's not just a man thing. I want to backtrack. It's not just a man thing. That's a human thing. That's we can go to some dark places, but through God's grace, we can go to some very beautiful places. Holiness, kindness, selflessness. You know what I'm saying? And I bring it up being Orthodox in Japan because it's a fight. It's a fight to do that here, I think. You know what I'm saying? In the States, man, there's a lot of churches I can go to. There's a whole bunch of organizations I can go to. There's big groups and ministries and college groups and all these people and priests I can call. I have a whole laundry list of people I can call if I need to talk to about anything. If any Orthodox Christian needs something, there's a whole bunch of people you can go to. Here in Japan, it's like 30 people. If we're talking about clergy, it's about 30 people spread out across the whole country. You know what I'm saying? And that's not a lot, as you would imagine. And with the parishioners, it's not that many people. You'll look somewhere it says about 10,000. Most likely, a lot less than that. There's about 65, 67 some odd churches. You know, about 30 priests spread out across those. I think there's actually less than 30. And so the infrastructure is not here. I mean, there's lots of beautiful, faithful here, but the infrastructure is not here, you know, not compared to other places. So I think if you're Orthodox and you come to Japan, you know, be aware of what your demons are. You know what I'm saying? We all got them. We all got them. Be aware of what they are. Don't run from them. You know, we go to confession. We don't run from any damn thing. We confront it, and we allow God to help us, but we don't run from shit. You feel me? We don't run from nothing. So I ain't saying run from it. I'm saying acknowledge it. Know what it is, and start to combat it. You feel me? Yeah, I apologize. I keep looking over here because I'm like manually stopping. You know, I'm pausing it so I don't have to later on and cut it because I don't want to do that because I'm lazy. Y'all know I'm lazy. Y'all seen my videos. Y'all know I'm lazy. But you know what I'm saying, I bring that up because I can't do shit for nobody. I can pray for you, but I can't help you. I don't think I can. I can try. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I wants to tell you this to say if you're Orthodox and you coming to Japan. And if your demon is one of fleshly natures, be real with you. You know, it's here. You know, well, it's everywhere. Shit. I mean, it's here, and it's you know it can become a problem if you let it. Don't let it. It's just like any other passion. Any other weakness that we have, you learn to acknowledge it, and you work on it. And you fall. Sometimes. You get back up. You keep going. If you like drinking, if your demon is alcohol, you know, that is here in abundance in Japan. But again, you deal with it. Sometimes we fall, but with God's grace, we get up. We just keep going. And that's just why I want to bring that up, you know, that particular passion, as we call it, you know, to let you know that there's nothing that can utterly destroy the holy image that God crafted us out of. We can for damn sure scuff it up and get it dirty, but can't nothing destroy that. And I think as an Orthodox Christian living in Japan, living in a country that doesn't necessarily share that way of thinking and has lots and lots of services and things that cater to the exact opposite of that, I think it's very important to keep that in mind. That I think, I don't know who said it is, but it's a famous quote of something to the effect of, aside from the mysteries of Holy Communion, your neighbor is the holiest thing you'll come in contact with throughout the day. And God knows I've messed that up countless times, but it's something I for damn sure want to keep working on. So y'all pray with me. Y'all pray for me. And if you Orthodox in Japan, yo man, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk. You know what I'm saying? It's a battle. It's an internal struggle that, only gets better when you get people fighting alongside you. But anyway, even if you're not Orthodox, hit me up, holla at me. I love y'all. Talk to y'all later.